Boom. Clippy clip. Okay, so we're back with the 75 hard. Welcome. If you're new here, hi, my name is Stuart. And if you do know who I am, I'm very sorry, I'll pay for your therapy. We are on day 38 and 39 of the 75 hard. I'm just out of the gym. I'm actually out of therapy. I rushed the gym, so I'm probably going to go back to finish off cardio. Can you believe it? We're officially past the halfway mark. I can't believe it, really. It's been crazy. Good journey. Honestly, I didn't realize it. It snuck up on me, if anything. I'm doing the same thing day in, day out. I was almost like, wait, what day is it? Oh, that's more than half. I swear I can count. But, you know, these tasks have become second nature. And I know it takes between like 21 and 30 something days for habits to kind of instill. And, you know, like at the start of this, the small tasks felt like a mountain, like drink a gallon of water, you know, stick to the diet, exercise twice a day. It was all, you know, part and parcel with it. And I know I've put other aspects of my life on hold to focus solely on this, but it's now become like just brushing your teeth first thing in the morning, making sure, you know, I was ingraining these habits. And I can't talk about the positive impact it's had on my mindset. Shifting from like I have to do this to this is just what I do. That shift is very powerful. It's like my mind isn't arguing with me anymore. Well, not as much. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to get up in the mornings because, you know, now I'm just hopping out of bed, you know, as soon as the alarm goes off, you know. It might be, now when I say mornings, it might be 9, 10 o'clock because my sleeping habit is still quite bad actually. But I am wondering, who am I right now? You know, I need to get into bed at a respectable hour. And honestly, like I am trying, like I know I'm a night owl and I'm trying to have late nights. But like last night, I had the intention to go to bed at 10, half 10, get off all screens, you know, like the hour beforehand. Didn't go to bed till like 1, half 1, 2, maybe even longer, because I'd uploaded the last 75 video because I forgot to upload it. It's the easiest thing. And next thing I know, I'm still on YouTube. I'm falling down rabbit holes. I'm also trying to schedule like a bunch of content to go out the next couple of days. I fell down like the SEO kind of trap of like just trying to figure out what would work well with what. And yeah, it was avoiding procrastination. I was meant to go to bed at a time and I found other things to do to not allow me go. But it wasn't going to bed at a respectable hour. If there's any tips that you have on just going to bed, to not hit the snooze button and to go to bed at the time I set, let me know. I already know the answers, there's no need. But if you want to put down what you do, love to hear that. I look more tired even though I feel quite energetic. But I hope it looks like I'm working hard and not just drained constantly and not just watching 3 seasons of Netflix. This is a lot easier to do it in the gym, I guess. But now I do this thing where I try to do lymphatic massages to get the lymph fluid moving in my face. It's like I know that sounds really fancy, but it's actually just like the lymph fluid is like your body's natural detox system, and it doesn't have something like the heart to pump it around like blood. So what it does is it moves through movement and massages. So I've started doing that a lot with my face first thing in the morning. It's meant to reduce the puffiness in the face and drain out the extra fluid because that could accumulate overnight as you're sleeping. And honestly, I feel there is like a bit of a difference in my face, you know. It's a really nice way also to start off the day. You know, it's almost like a mindfulness moment for self-care. So I'm quite happy with that. What else can I say? Not much has really happened. When my diet and nutrition, actually, I'm looking at my air fryer. It might seem very static, but it's one of my favorite topics because I'm being super consistent with the keto diet, and I'm having two main meals a day instead of fasting. What else am I doing? Well, my first meal, let's talk about that. I eat breakfast, late breakfast, brunch situation, whatever time I get up. And it's mainly eggs, veg, between 4 to 5 eggs, plus spinach, kale, asparagus, avocado, if I can fit it in, cottage cheese, tuna, get in all those healthy fats, bit of butter, coffee, yes and no, depends on the day and how I'm feeling. And I usually put the butter in with the coffee and stir together. I do believe that works where the fat of the butter does satiate you. And now mostly my meat and vegetables would be in like my main meal of the day, and that would be beef. And then I'd have my carbohydrates would be lentils, rice, or tortillas, and being able to cut down my tortillas to one from like 4 or 5 is crazy. That's a really good sign, because like I love tortillas and living that burrito lifestyle. I'm eating a lot more beef than chicken or fish, but except for tuna first thing in the morning. Yeah, I wonder what the people think every time I just walk with like 5 packets of beef and tuna out of the shops. Everything is usually coated in like hot sauce or hot sauce de bomb, sriracha, and just trying to get in the nutrients and the protein. I also make a splooge, as I call it. It's basically like Shrek spunk. You don't want to know what's in that, but what do I like? For cravings, I still like my fruits. I eat a lot of corn cakes, and I'm trying to stay away from like the really sugary stuff that you get in a shot that would literally be there at the counter, which is quite good. Oh, corn cakes, actually, yeah, mention them. If you haven't tried corn cakes, it's like a rice cake, but it's made of corn, though. It's crunchy, and sometimes I top up the corn cakes with turkey slices. I don't know why I'm trying to promote corn cakes. I think I'm just trying to say stuff for the shits and giggles. If you have a sponsorship of corn cakes, let me know, I'll do it. Eating a lot of blueberries, raspberries, so I don't have like sugary spike or crashes. When I go to the gym, yeah, Monster is still staple, so still is pre-workout. Not going to give that up, but my energy levels have been stable throughout the day. The afternoon, I don't have slumps. Just cruising along, really. It's only been 2 days, but like I'm seeing a massive energy levels with my body composition and training. I can see a bit more definition also with my body composition. I'm not losing like the sides, the belly fat as much as I'd like, but I'm still seeing some definition. Even if I do manipulate that with harsh lighting, and angles and poses, and flexing as hard as I can and exhaling all my breath. And with my face and the aforementioned tiredness and puffiness or water retention from creatine, I'm quite happy with where my body is right now, which is something I'm quite proud to say in myself. Because like often when people diet, and when I used to diet, I would literally crash diet, not eat enough protein, and lose a lot of muscle as well. So now I'm slowly burning the fat off and building the muscle, and the process is slow, but they're interconnected. For the fitness, I'm very comfortable for today. It's a push day. It was a push day. Just big muscle groups, my goal today was to add the 2.5 kg to my chest press, and we did, and I was quite happy. 2 sides. I'm really focusing on mind muscle connection on the machine rather than the actual barbell, because if I don't have a spotter, I'm not going to put on extra weight that I always get concerned, just in case. But like the small moments that I add really make it up, which I'm happy with. I'm happy with the chest. I'm happy with the development of my chest. Everything's tough but doable, and if I can hit a new weight, in the same number of reps, like in the next week or two, I'm at 47.5 as of today, so I want to get up to at least 50 by the end of next week. Hopefully, we'll see. Speaking of good workout days, yesterday's was leg day, and I've had several injuries with my knees and my thighs, and I usually don't go too heavy on a weight without having straps or braces on for protection. And yesterday I decided to test myself a little bit, and I went for some heavier weight, a lot heavier weight, but heavier without any support, and got it, crushed it. I was so happy with it. I worked my way up the weight, and yeah, it was loose. It was on a leg press. I'm still weary from doing too much squats with my shoulder injury. So even like with mental hurdles, I don't feel as much strain as I usually would in the gym trying to get back into exercises, because there is always that doubt there saying like, don't push yourself, stay in your lane. But progress and the development is by pushing yourself, tearing the muscles. So I kind of proved to myself, I'm better than what I actually thought I was. And I had confidence day for the incline, the flat bench, and cable flies and extensions. Therapy was good. Let's just leave it at that. Therapy was good. I'm just trying to hit the muscle at all angles today, if anything. I got the PR, so I was quite happy. And I've really ingrained that progress is gradual and not linear. And that not every push day is going to be as good as this, but c'est la vie. I usually do, or what can I talk about? I've got really nothing to talk about. It was a good day. For my core, what I do is hanging leg raises, Russian twists and obliques, crunches, usually one straight after the other, 17, 17, 17, 4 sets of 3 or 4. And that's great. And like when I first started doing that, usually at the end of every second workout, I'd just be in bits because it showed how much I wasn't actually using my core or working it. I really ingrained in myself progress, not perfection, I think. Other days, I don't think about that at all, and I just drag myself like through the day, through the gym, through the workout, just everything in general. It feels like a trudge. I don't really know what else to say. Oh, mindset and mental health. Sorry, yeah, there was a bit of a challenge. Because it's not just physical, it's all about like the mental rewiring. I'm currently reading Sam Cooper's It's Okay to Talk, which is great insight in mental health, especially with men, and how we are expected to be protected and reserved in terms of, dealing with stress and anxieties. And it made me take a step back and talk about or think about my own and how this journey, how it's progressed over the last year and a half. And while it's perfectly okay to not share everything online, there is also a need to have a little bit of privacy. Doing daily vlogs, it can be quite draining. And I like being transparent, and I like bringing you along with the journey. It keeps me accountable and hopefully, helps people. But at the same time, it doesn't mean I have to share every single aspect of my life. This was actually a big one. So I've noticed recently that a lot of people, not many, but a few, have started to become slightly, not entitled, but they expect like they deserve to know everything, like have a front row seat at my whole daily life. And it's a case of me taking a step back and saying that boundary, and I need to convey to them that I'm not trying to upset them or like rebuff them, but there are things that I don't need to share just because, we live in the age of social media. You don't owe anyone a front row seat to your personal growth or your struggles, your life in general, and you can share as much as you want when it helps you and when you want, but having boundaries is essential. And then again, I know this does depend on different circumstances. Like recently, yesterday I had an encounter and I had a bit of a issue that I was trying to fix through, and they were asking me, what's wrong? And I was just like, I just don't want to talk about this. It's all right, no concern. And you think that would be all right, but they did keep on trying to press, and it came from a place of good intention, I want to think, but they were really trying to pull it out of me, and I was getting very tired with it, and I had to just say to their friendly concern, which was turning into an interrogation, you know, just look, it's okay, I appreciate your care, but I don't want to talk about it. And the rest of the time we were together became slightly awkward because, you know, we both felt irritated, frustrated, and rejected. And just like acknowledging that was a big thing for both of us. It's just like, okay. I think it's their need to alleviate some stress, and my insight to, you know, handle my frustration in a positive manner and not stew in it and not bring other people into it. But that's why yesterday was actually such a good leg day, because I was focused on the actual workout and the stressors, and, you know, the irritation that would have probably stayed in me for ages was gone. I put on my headphones and I just started to like wreck my body. But I think the thing I'm trying to say is, like, take care of your mind just as much as you take care of your body, and it's okay to set up boundaries, and it's okay to say no. You need to protect your peace. Find healthy outlets for stress. Yeah, but I don't have anything else left to say. That was a bit of a rant, I'm sorry. Yeah, before I sign off, I just want to thank you and for your journey, for your journey joining me on mine. If you got anything from this video, you know, great. If you need a laugh, okay. If you're doing the 75 hard, keep going. If you're doing any goal, just keep going. Progress is not linear. So just remember, like, the hard days are going to be one of the strongest achievements you have when you pass it, and make you more resilient. But, okay, I'm going to go. Boom. Go to the gym.